Hey, I'm Jay Scott. I'm with Next Jump Outfitters. We're a full service outfitter out of Tacoma, Washington. We do everything that everybody else does. We lift vehicles, we put the wheels on vehicles, we put the bumpers on vehicles, winches on vehicles, anything you want done to your vehicle. We even do the same thing to boats. We install Victron electrical systems, we install Garmin systems, right? But what makes us truly unique is we're a full service outfitter. What do you think that means? Do they do fabrication? Yes, we do fabrication, but that again isn't what makes us special. But the thing that really makes us unique is our aluminum flatbed truck bodies. We've got 4 different sizes. We've got the full size long, which is an 8-foot long bed by 7 foot. Other full size is 7 feet wide, but 6.5 feet long. Mid-size 6 feet, mid-size 5 foot. So you can see right there, we have an aluminum flatbed with drop sides, comes standard, integrated L-track, and a really cool headache rack. That's our 8-foot long. And then look over here because it's a transformer. There's our 8-foot long flatbed on a trailer chassis. In this case, we've rigged it with long toolboxes on the outside. So we've got outside storage where you put your wet gear, your chairs, your barbecue grill, etc. We've rigged it with a camper. And what's beautiful about this is that in 30 minutes, that camper comes off, the truck boxes come off, and now you can tow lumber, you can do your yard project. No one-trick ponies here. With Next Jump, you're not gonna spend $50,000 on a travel trailer that you can't use for any other purpose. But then swing over here, oh! And you have, once again, our 8-foot long flatbed, integrated L-track. And in this case, instead of rolling with a camper on top, it's got a roof rack, it's got a rooftop tent on it, it's got an awning, so it's basically overlanded out. All of our trailer chassis come standard with the capability to tow 4,000 pounds. The suspension is upgradable. And in this particular configuration, we left it wide open because we need to tow stuff to the shows. So again, here we have an 8-foot long flatbed on a trailer, on our trailer chassis. We have an 8-foot long flatbed on our truck, and we have an 8-foot long flatbed on our trailer chassis. Now, a couple of things that make this very cool. Our system being modular means that, as you can see, you can configure it for any use, any way that you're gonna use it. But more important, when you upgrade, you don't have to ditch your entire rig. So this camper and those truck boxes used to sit right here on this aluminum flatbed. My 2 kids, who are now 10 and 12, sleep in this little tiny space. All right, and so they've kind of outgrown it. So what we're doing is we're gonna put a rooftop tent on the top of my truck. We've moved the 4-wheel camper to this. Now what's cool about that is all of our trailers have integrated water tanks in the trailer chassis. So when I moved my 4-wheel camper to the trailer chassis, I added 30 gallons of water. I was able to put this outdoor kitchen, this tongue kitchen, in place. And so essentially I've upgraded my rig, cleared space on my flatbed so I can tow motorcycles, and put an extra bedroom on top. So in any other situation, I would have had to get rid of this 4-wheel camper, which is the Hawk, and upgrade to the Granby just to get more room for my kids. Instead, I just put it on a trailer chassis and got more. The other thing that's cool is that you can start a piece at a time. Instead of having to write the big giant check for all of it, let's say you just got your first job, you're out of school, and you're like, hey, I've got like a Subaru and I can tow 3,500 pounds, but I hate packing my gear and unpacking my gear at the beginning of every camping trip. No problem. Swing it around. I can go with the 6 feet wide, 5-foot long trailer. And it comes with, here you can see it comes with the drop sides, it comes with the headache rack, wheels, tires, Australian jacks, lock and roll tongue lock. I can tow this behind my my Subaru, right? I can throw all my gear in there, and all I've got to do is pull it out of the garage, attach to the Subi, go do my camping. And then a year later, let's say I'm like, oh, you know, Mom, Dad, what I really want for Christmas is a couple of truck boxes. Swing over there. Then you add the truck boxes, right? So your out of pocket is incremental, just like if you want to lift your rig. Nobody goes and takes their rig to the shop and is like, hey, put wheels and tires on it, do the suspension upgrade, like do the bumpers, do the winch. Nobody does that all at once. They do it a little bit at a time. So because we have a modular system, you could also build your camping situation a little bit at a time. And when it comes to your taste changing or your family getting bigger, like you're towing your trailer and your Subaru, you got your rooftop tent on it, you got your outside boxes, you got your camping kitchen. Now you're like, oh, I've got a family, so you need to upgrade from your little Subaru to the Toyota Tacoma. The flatbed comes right off the trailer chassis. We could put it on your Tacoma, or now you can tow your trailer. You could put a flatbed on your Toyota Tacoma. Now you can tow your motorcycles or whatever your toys are at the time. But again, everything is configurable to your specific use case, as opposed to buying something that's already built that you can't use for anything else, that essentially, as your hobbies change, you can't change it. It can't change with you. You have to sell it for pennies on the dollar on the Craigslist and then buy something else. So that's it. Come see us. We're in Tacoma, Next Jump Outfitters. Our stuff is dope.